नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome everyone sitting with us all over the world. It's time we get back to the routine of Nitya Satsang, everyday Satsang. So as I promised, I'll continue to reveal everything I revealed in Sadashivoham through this morning Satsang in a much more detailed way. Whatever I revealed and sharing in Sadashivoham 2016, I'll be revealing and sharing in a much more detailed way with a more understanding, descriptions, examples and details. So anyone can watch this satsang and have the benefit of what I shared in Sadashivoham. All these great truths I revealed in Sadashivoham 2016 are basically from the thought currents shared by Sadashiva in Agama. I'll define Agamas once more. The software given by Sadashiva, received by Devi, adopted by Vishnu to run this universe is Agama. The principles given by Sadashiva, received by Devi, adopted by Vishnu to run the universe is Agama. Agamas are also applied science, practical technology for Veda and Vedanta thought currents. Listen. Vedas and Vedantic thought currents are like pure science. Agamas are more like applied science to make that into reality. To make that into reality. Basically, all you need is integrity and listening, so you can internalize. You can internalize these great truths, make it as part of you. When you know the cosmic principles with which the cosmos is functioning, it's easy for you to align yourself to it and use all those principles to generate health, wealth, relationships, whatever you want to make in your life as reality. You can generate, express all of that as a reality in your life. For example, last few days, maybe 2 or 3 days, I've initiated team of new species. Team of new species with new power called length dimension. Understand, the length dimension is master of everything that functions within the logic. All mathematics, all theories, theorems, trigonometry, whatever you know, which functions based on certain logic, including language, all that comes under the length dimension. So last 2-3 days, I've initiated the new species into this dimension and started working, helping them to manifest the powers by entangling with them. I think more than me speaking, I should invite few of the Nithyananda Yogam participants to come and share what is going on in the courtyard. Last 2 days, what is going on in the courtyard? Actually, why I wanted Nithyananda Yogam participants to come and share, because they are more excited about this length dimension. Somehow I do not have much respect for length dimension because it is only a library. See, cosmically if you see, in length you can get only information, you can play only with information. Actions can be done only in the depth. So I am an action guy. So somehow see, for example, in the length dimension, when you are master of the length dimension, you can only get information. Like yesterday, this Nithyananda Yogam participants were playing with the new species. They asked a question: what's the size of the circumference of the Mars? What's the distance between Earth and the Mars? When is the next transitions? Jupiter, Shani Perchi, Guru Perchi, Ragu Perchi, Kedu Perchi. All these guys were giving a precise answers. Much more faster than Google. But length dimension, the whole length dimension is only information, library, a long library, that's all. In depth dimension only you can do all that materialization, all that happens in depth dimension only. Somehow I was not that excited like all the participants, because I think all the participants, you all know only length dimension. That is why you are so excited about the length dimension itself. Anyhow, so I can request any Nithyananda Yogam participant, you can come with your Balasant, the Balasant with whom you worked. Come with the Balasant and you can share what you experience with them. So you can have a glimpse of what is going on in Adhigaranandi's courtyard. Yes, please come. Please come. You can come one by one with your Balasant. See, actually, I allotted like 2-3 people, one Balasant. Like that they were sitting and entangling. and working yesterday. So the team, please come with your team and your Balasant, and you can share with participants what's going on in Adhikaranandi's courtyard. Have your mic. You can have your mic. And
I'm Ma Nithya Balananda, and I'm from North Carolina in the USA, and I'm a school administrator. And this is Nandita. She was my Balasant. And I've always wondered why we make children regurgitate information and take testing, and then we all get test phobia, and we get upset and nervous and anxious, and then our self-concept comes from how much information we can regurgitate. And so I've always had this mental feeling that there's something beyond the understanding of knowledge that has to do with direct access. And what I saw yesterday was direct access to all knowledge. And I'm telling you that I am feeling cold chills in a room that's quite warm, because when I worked with the Nandita, what I started to feel was my own brain started to recalibrate in its own ability to directly access.
actually, that was the main purpose of yesterday's session. It is not only kids revealing, you also getting entangled in that awakened atmosphere. Yes, you are right.
And see, Nandita, I know how proficient she is in accessing the Akashic records and in blindfold reading, and I've seen that up close and personal and documented it as a researcher, but I still had this cognitive distance in believing it was real until yesterday. And yesterday, what I saw was that I could take 6 digits multiplied by 8 digits divided by 2, and then add multiplication of 10 more digits, which is literally impossible to come up with the answer unless you take hours to do it mechanically. And she immediately got the answer perfectly accurate. Not only was it Nandita, it was every Balasant in our courtyard area where Swamiji was sitting. They were firing out these calculations that were square roots and pi and decimals. And I asked Nandita, what's the distance from the Earth to the moon? And she got it exactly right. So what I'm feeling is that in my space that's here in my body, that is my power area, is that I'm not there yet, but I know I'm getting there really fast. And the way to do that is to come join us and to become the new species, because it's not about already being there, it's about shedding your self-doubt and having that deep feeling connection with Swamiji, and then your whole being begins to flower into a new life form. And it's great to do that when you're 66 years old. So Nandita, could you share a few things about what you were experiencing?
So yesterday when Swamiji initiated us, and then he told you all will be able to manifest and you can just go ahead. So when we all sat with our Krishna Shilas, that is a granite slab.
It is day for yesterday. Initiation is one day before.
So yesterday we sat for the manifestation, and so when in the Krishna Shila when we applied the Jnananjan, the granite slab, we applied the Jnananjanam.
Initiation was day for yesterday or one day before? Day for yesterday. Because it takes almost at least 21 hours for the whole thing to settle down and settle with the body and becoming reality. Go ahead.
And then so when she started asking questions, then the moment she would ask question, then I'll just look at the granite slab, and when that entanglement, when that completion happens, and when I just connect to Swamiji, when I'll just tell, okay, Swamiji, show the answer for this. And within, like, she'll just finish asking the question, the already answer will be there in the slab, and I'll just read that out, and it'll be very...
So thank you so much, Swamiji, for this opportunity to be a new species. I never thought it was possible, but I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
See what Maharshi tried his whole life, what Aurobindo literally imagined, fantasized, what Paramashivoham really wanted, and what Vivekananda visualized. By Sadashiva's grace, all their ambitions are becoming reality here. And this batch, Nithyananda Yogam students, are the most fortunate because from day one, they are experiencing this high zone entanglement and power manifestation. Actually, 2 days before, means day before yesterday only, they got initiated. But initiation was given for length and breadth both together only. From yesterday they are manifesting length, and today also they will work on length. In 1 or 2 days, once whole team masters length, then I will move to the breadth. Breadth will be like a GPS, Google map. Anything you ask, they will give a visual answer. For example, how many floors are there in National Building? That New York one building is there? What is that? I don't know. Empire State Building. How many floors are there? How many switches are there? Watches? How many plugs are there? They will give answer. And ask how many hills above 1000 meters is there in the planet Earth? They will give answer. Or how many rivers are there above 1000 kilometers? Or about 200 kilometers, they will give answer. So it's like a GPS. You feed a question into GPS and them, they will give a more accurate answer more quickly than the GPS and the Google map. It will be even much more than even a Google Street View. Google Street View, Google Map, Google 3D photos. They will play with all that visualization informations and the visualization abilities when they manifest the breadth power. So now they are manifesting the length power. I think today and tomorrow, maybe 1 or 2 more days I will take, help them to settle down with the length power. Once they manifest length dimension completely, then they will be moved to breadth dimension. All the arts belongs to breadth dimension. Means now automatically they will be able to do all the painting, drawing, sculpting, the dancing. You ask them to carve you, they will carve you in 10 minutes and give you. They will just see you and carve you and give you. Because the whole pulse related to arts belongs to breadth dimension. When I say pulse, that life energy, when I am using the word pulse, I mean the heartbeat of the arts belongs to breath energy. So, you just give them paper and pen. They do not know the basics of painting or art. And come and sit, they will just paint and give you. And they will just see you and paint and give you. And then carving. Anything you come and ask, they will just carve and give you. So, playing with the breadth dimension will be the next thing. Now, continue. Let's finish the length dimension and then start the breadth dimension.
Nithyanandam to everyone. Mamta Sridhar from Bangalore, doing the Nithyananda Yogam program. And myself and Ma Vinya, we were sitting with Yoga Mata the whole of yesterday. Really words fall short to express what I am going through right now. Unbelievably, she was cracking questions on trigonometry, decimals, logarithms, algebraic expressions which were like 3 to 4 steps. She just, the moment I presented the question, she was able to write the answer less than 15 seconds. In less than 15 seconds, she was able to arrive at the answer. We gave her questions like the future planetary transits for the year 2017, and she was able to write the transit dates with the time. When the planets are going to move out of the existing places to another, to a different house, she was able to give the predictions. The forecast was so perfect that we checked it on the Google, and it was to the dot with the time and the date. Some things as detailed as the pi. You know, in the mathematical expression, we have this pi. She did not know what it was, but she said something, I can see some symbol. And she wrote down that symbol, and then she asked, what is this? So she was able to give the square roots of such huge numbers to the recurring decimals, I was like shocked, because it takes so much of calculation we can approximately come to an answer, but to write recurring decimals which go on continuously, followed after the decimal, it is so difficult. But she was doing it like in less than, the maximum time she took for a particular question was like about 60 seconds, the maximum. The minimum was 15 seconds. Some were less than 15 seconds. We asked her about the circumference of the earth, and the answer that she gave was perfect. That was like less than 5 seconds. Circumference of the earth. And then we looked back in the Google when we had to check for the answers, because we really didn't know the answers. So we were checking the answers. Yeah, it took longer for us to actually check the answers. So she wrote the answers, like it was so precise. And then we asked her questions on analogy, which has a lot of verbal reasoning, which is basically used to crack your logic in these competitive exams like CAT, which is used for entering into top business schools in India. She was able to crack all the questions in that logical reasoning question paper. We put her questions only from those. And she was able to give the answers in less than 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah, it was just amazing. You know, I'm not good at mathematics because I did not take much. And when Ma Mamta was asking her those trigonometry and algorithm questions, even I had no idea what she's asking. But the amazing thing was that as she's writing the answers, I was also getting to know really what she's writing and what she's saying. You know, I was acknowledging it, was going in, cognizing it also. So it was amazing. See, we started out with very simple mathematics and slowly advanced to higher and higher and higher mathematics, and then to, of course, the planets and the distance from Earth to Moon. And she took like, sometimes it's just like 2-3 seconds, and just writing may take another 2-3 seconds, but so quick, and everything less than like 50 seconds. So it's amazing how entanglement happened, and we experience it ourselves. Amazing thing, unbelievable. Thank you very much, Swamiji.
And one last thing that I want to add, that being a math student, I have spent years and years to mug up those tables and the trigonometry formulas. She was just writing like that, writing just like that, and I felt, oh my God, I wish I met Swamiji a few years ago. Thank you, Swamiji.
Maya mille, mantra mille. There is no jatu, there is no magic here. It's a straight access to Devi Saraswati's Akshamala. See, Saraswati, she has the Akshamala, the Japamala in her hand, and the Veena, and the Kalasha, the water pot, Kamandalu. The Akshamala represents length dimension, Veena represents breadth dimension, that Kalasha, the Kamandalu, represents depth dimension, knowledges. So this Akshamala, the length dimension. Now, these new species have been declared as the Indras of the length dimension. So all the things of the length dimension are their servants. They just reveal themselves to this new species just like that. So they just have to ask and it is given. Like how if you have money in the bank, you just give a check, immediately it is given to you. Like that. Anything obliged to the length dimension. All graphs, for example, the weather prediction, weather forecast graphs, even those graphs they can precisely draw, including stock market graphs. Anything which is under the logic submits itself to the logic. That is called length dimension of life. So this new species can have access to all the information of that. That is what now they are manifesting from yesterday. Go ahead.
Nithyanandam. I'd like to introduce our Balasant. This is Atma Maya. And myself, Nithyananda Bodhana, and Sandhya Nithya Karunananda, and also Shakti Rupa. We were the team with Atma Maya yesterday. So first let me give the results. At some point through the whole day process, Atma Maya was doing numbers to the powers. We were giving her numbers with powers, and she was doing those in less than 4 seconds. For example, something like 400 to the 8th power. She was doing algebraic equations in less than, at first it was 30 seconds, then it was down to about 14 seconds. After these Balasants start getting it, they get a little, she's getting a little bored. She said, can't you give me something more interesting, do something different? So I was asking, what would you like? So she wanted patterns. So we gave her a pattern, it's called a triangle pattern. We gave her 3 triangles of dots and she was to continue the pattern. She drew it first in about, I think that one was around 21 seconds, and then she got the pattern again in less than 15 seconds. Then there was all the excitement of, using this other aspect, and she wanted questions on distances. So we asked her the circumference of Mercury, and she got it exactly. What I want to talk about with Atma Maya that was different, because the day before I'd been sitting with Yoga Mata. What I want to talk about that was different working with Atma Maya that would really help a lot of us that want to be using our third eye powers, want to be using manifesting powers, but there's still not a breakthrough, is watching her. So what we did was we started with these big numbers, 8-digit numbers, 6-digit numbers times 8 digits, 6 digits divided by. I can say for the first half hour, Atma Maya, there's no thought at all. We gave the equation, she looked in the granite slab and simply wrote out the answers. Some of the number of numbers was correct, some of the numbers was correct, but there was no exact.
But what I saw, what we all witnessed, is that didn't bother her in the least. She just kept saying, Swamiji's showing me, Swamiji's showing me, Swamiji's showing me. She would just take the number and write, take the number and write. And what I know from our process is that we started getting into logic a lot. Like, oh, maybe I should try this, maybe I should try that, maybe it should be this if I write this out. She didn't have one bit of that. She completely trusted the process, that if she kept on and kept on and kept on, she would have the breakthrough. And she did, and it was so amazing. At one point she said, let's just stop. Let me re-entangle, let me entangle with Swamiji again. And she just sat for about 2 minutes. She said, let's start again. And that's when the breakthrough happened. The very next algebraic equation happened.
You see, this is the biggest lesson you need to learn. When things don't work, don't change the method, dig deep.
Yes.
I have seen always people try with me. Whether it works, I am okay for them. If it does not work, they will not wait to dig deep with me. Next shop. Next, some other solution. See, this whole problem is, when you approach me with that kind of a use and throw or utility, you will never be able to explore my depths. Balasants, they know if it is not working, it's nobody's fault. They just need to dig deep. That's all. They just need to sit over it. They just need to sleep over it. They just need to spend little time over it. That's all. I think this is one of the most important lesson anybody who wants to manifest power need to learn. That will persistence without changing the methodology or the guru. Next.
Thank you, Swamiji. So then this is what, and in terms of entanglement, this is what I got. It's like that depth went in. From that point, every single question, she first took time just to re-entangle or whatever, connect with Swamiji, and then did the question. And that process is what entered me and what kind of shook things up and threw something out. So it was the most beautiful process sitting with Atma Maya through this non-questioning, just complete trust in the process. Thank you, Atma Maya.
I would like to add, I was really amazed with her enthusiasm for the whole process. She was very pleasant and laughing and encouraging us to give her different questions. And the other thing I wanted to say is this length dimension. Swamiji said that Ramanujan was the one who was, he solved all the problems in length dimension. And now Swamiji is producing so many Ramanujans, mass producing Ramanujans. And lastly, we have been here for the last 3 months for Nithyananda Yogam. And we have entangled with Balasants quite a few times, and it was really wonderful. But yesterday's entanglement was totally at a different level. And we thoroughly enjoyed it and looking forward for us to expressing all the powers. Thank you, Swamiji.
Yeah, I just want to say that when we've listened to Swamiji talk about decision fatigue, like there is no fatigue here. The more answers she got, the more she kept saying, again, you guys are taking too long, set the timer again, come on, another question. Lunch came, she said, no doing, keep going, keep going. This was so beautiful to spend that time and see how it just generated upon itself. So thank you again, Atmadaya. Thank you, Swamiji.
Nithyanandam Swamiji, we are very fortunate to entangled with Ma with an amazing experience. We actually started, she was sitting with me and another participant. Actually, I started with depends upon her age and looked at her size. I started with a small number, like 85 minus something, divided by something. And she said that, please add more number with the decimals. I looked at her and I was thinking logically how she can, all that it was in my mind. And after that, what happened was, okay, let me try and give it to her. And I given lot of numbers with the decimals and square root. She able to do it exactly. She got all the numbers actually. Exactly like the point difference, only the little bit difference in the points. And next thing we asked, actually, that itself with not even a 1 minute, it's around 58 seconds. And the second thing is actually I asked about the month and the year. What is the 2018 October month 17th? And she said that it's Tuesday. And before I looked, I took a lot of time to look at Google it, and she is asking the next question. And after a few hours, we were very tired to look for the more sums. Thank you for amazing experience, Swamiji. Yeah.
And also, I asked a question about what is the temperature of Venus, and she said 455 degrees Celsius. And when I checked, it was correct. We both checked. And she answered like within 20 seconds. And also, I gave her a lot of difficult algebra questions with x, y, z, a plus b minus plus this and that. And I had no idea what the answer was, so I had the answer on my phone as well. And she said the correct answer within like, I don't know, 5 seconds.
So the whole mathematics can be taught to you within a week. Actually, I'm going to have a 10-day program. Whole maths known to the world in 10 days. Whole maths known to the world in 10 days. And I'll challenge the world. If you want, come and check and see. Whole maths known to the world within 10 days. Because see, it is not just about the number. For example, if you say, what is 1780 kilometer, how many miles it is? They will just tell. So all these symbols are also under the logic, under the length. If you say that 348 acres, how many square feet? They will give you the precise number of square feet. So like this, so anything which is under the dimension of length, see it's 11 dimensions, length, breadth, depth. Like this 11 dimension, they became Indra of those length dimension by yesterday's manifestation. Now they are Lord of the length dimension, Indra of the length dimension.
Nithyanandam, this is Machida. I'm Saraswati, and she is Ma Aishwarya. We had a chance to work with Machida yesterday.
You should introduce yourself. You are a doctor.
Yes,
educated.
I'm Dr. Saraswati Jampala. I'm a practicing physician in Atlanta. Yesterday we had a chance to work with Machida. She's really pleasant and we really enjoyed working with her. We actually gave her initially complex additions, subtractions and all. And initially she was taking a little longer time but arriving at almost correct answer. But later on she picked up and the time really shortened. And algebra questions, she actually kept asking us, give us different questions. So we gave her algebra, and she didn't do algebra before. Swamiji was saying they don't even know algebra. She was arriving at correct answers within probably less than a minute sometimes 30 seconds. And then she said, Ma, give me some general knowledge questions, something else. So I remember Swamiji said that when he initiated us into Kristashila, he said you can see the whole cosmos. And so though I was not able to see at that time, I know these Balasants would see. So I asked them about what is the distance between the moon, actually surface of the planet, the moon. And she actually arrived at the correct answer within less than a minute, probably 40 seconds. It was amazing actually to see that. And she asked me to ask general knowledge questions. So I said, who is the 4th president of US? And she was seeing, and she actually came to the last name very quickly. She said it's Madison. She actually didn't know how to spell, she spelled it, Madison. And the first name also, she said it starts with J and A, and she missed M, but she said ES. So it was really surprising. We didn't know. We had to search, and we had to confirm it later on. And Maheshwari also, I wanted her to share.
Nithyanandam, my name is Maha Ishwaryananda, and I was amazed yesterday that actually they got initiated on the 1st of January. But yesterday, not only them, but they were also able to project the answer on the Kristashila, because I asked Ma Chida which day is on the 28th of June 2028, and she could within a few seconds answer, and I was able to see the answer on the Kristashila as well. And I was questioning how can we change the school system, because I stopped studying when I was 23, and basically I don't remember anything what I studied in my 20 years. So actually Swamiji is the answer, and our job or task is to go and spread the word and start as many Gurukul schools as many we can, because this knowledge is just amazing. So thank you, Swamiji.
Nithyanandam, my name is Rajendra Banyal. I'm a company owner which deals with electrical vehicles, and I like numbers a lot. And I have the chance to be with Paramashivoham Maharaj and Anya Maharaj. And I had 2 Bala kids, super kids, I would say, around me to ask all kind of questions. Before they were mathematical questions, which I played around, then I thought, now I'm getting a bit shorter with questions, so I start to ask all kind of questions. What is the temperature on Jupiter? So within 10 seconds, he says 145 minus 145 degrees Celsius. And so was with mathematical questions. It was like, but while I was asking these questions, I found that my inner space was changing with them. And it just showed me whatever I learned till now or know about was just so unimportant, because Swamiji made it, this information in length, what we study, learn so much in a school, irrelevant actually. That can be just programmed like, like Neo. Putting a program of Kung Fu and you are Kung Fu master. And it all changed also the attitude, how I understand the whole universe. And Swamiji is Sadashiva himself, who can put any program anywhere in anyone. And I find myself the best place in the universe, and everything is possible. And this is something gone beyond understanding. the world outside will be surprised what I'm talking here. You can literally program anything. Swamiji can program into you anything what you want and what you want. So, but I will still want to ask my Bala kids, what do they think about that? I mean, they were the ones who were giving me these answers like 10 second, 20 second, yes, yes. And I was just getting crazy, what's the next question? And he was finished, and he was an hour around. So please.
So my name is Brahmasukha, and Swamiji initiated us into the length dimension power. So whatever we wanted to know about anything which has length in it, we are able to know.
Wow.
Nithyanandam, my name is Srinithya Ajarananda Maharaj. So yesterday we had the manifesting powers practice. So Swamiji had initiated us into this length dimension. So he had asked me a question yesterday, asking what the temperature of Jupiter is. So before that, he actually Googled the answer and he saw it as 145. So he didn't see the negative before that. He didn't see it's minus 145. So when he asked me the question and I saw it in the Krishna Shila, when I had seen it, I told him it's minus 145. And then he was he was kind of puzzled because he saw the answer as 145. And then when he went back and checked, he saw there was actually a minus. So he didn't actually notice the 145.
At the last hour, says, Swamiji, can we all be programmed as you want? I also want to be
done. See, actually, yesterday this was the biggest discussion I was having with Mamta. She was asking me, can I do it, Swamiji? I say, you see, to tell you can't do, I don't need to come down. See, me coming down is the biggest yes for everything.
Yeah!
See, understand, to say not only yes, to make it happen for you guys only I am here. See, to say, oh, it is only possible for one people, not for another one group or adult or some community, religion or some human beings, I don't need to be here. I am here to say and make it happen for everyone. Understand? Because of the damage you guys did to you, I may take a few days to heal you and recover you. But that does not mean it is not possible for you. Understand very clearly. Not only it is possible for you, I'll make it happen. See, earlier when I started working with this third eye powers, it was like everyone was thinking only for Balasants. Now this Shuddhadvaitam, 85% of the people have started manifesting at least one power. We have a survey report. We have a documented survey report. 85% of the people started manifesting powers. So understand, maybe that removing the calcification on your third eye, that may take little time, but no way, no question of no. I am the grand yes. See, making Sadashivoham happen for you is the only reason I have to come down, which is the most difficult, and struggle with all these fools Why do you think I put up with all that? Because I know I can make it for you. Not for anything else. See, if I have to say no to you, then why should I go through all this stupidity? I am better off where I am. I am better off in Kailasa. But I am here just to make sure to make it happen for you. Understand? My strength facing all this means I am going to make it happen for you. That is the statement I am giving you. It is for this I am tolerating that. If I am tolerating that, be assured I am going to make it for you. So it may just, I may need to remove that erosion, corrosion, that calcification on the third eye, this toxic mental setup. That may take little time, but don't even think I am saying no, or even that word little time don't interpret as years. No, surely not. I should say only days. And with my constant entanglement and encouragement, excitement, inspiration and all this manifestation, it will not even be days. It can be brought down to just hours. It all boils down to simple integrity training I am giving you. That's all. See, decide with the simple things like a morning when you are required to do yoga here, be integrated to that. Morning when you are required to do puja, be integrated to that. Start with those simple things, establishing your integrity. That itself will break years of non-integrity pattern. Understand? You say, to light a room which was in darkness for 10,000 years, you don't need again another 10,000 years. One lamp is enough. So even few days of integrity practice. What is the integrity for all of you as on now? It's not like a cutting 1,000 trees or waging a war. No. For all of you, the expected integrity is just come and do morning yoga and do the Guru Puja, do the Kirtan. Don't try to be non-attentive Kirtan, visual participant. No. Stomach need to churn, get churned. The stomach need to bend. The Pitta layer need to be broken. Pitta needs to melt down. So participate. So when you are sitting in the satsang, be in the space of listening. That's all. I don't see anything non-doable or difficult in this. Just the simple integrity is enough to break the layers and layers of toxic patterns and non-integrity lifestyle. Nothing more is expected as integrity from you. At least now the work we are doing. Now the work we are doing to manifest these powers, no other integrity is required other than this simple morning spiritual routine integrity. That's all is required. See, then if you want to become a sannyasi, then separate integrity is required for that vows. For each of those specialization, that different vows integrity is different. But any common devotee or any Nithyananda Yogam participant or any satsangi, anybody who is sitting and watching the satsang in Biddi or in all over the world, a simple integrity is morning spiritual routine. Nothing more is required, nothing more is expected. Understand? Just if you go for the simple integrity, you will break years of non-integrity patterns. That's all is required, nothing else. Actually, the solution is too simple. That is why you are making it, you are not able to trust it or believe it. That's a problem. That's the biggest problem. Solution looks too simple. How can this simple morning integrity, coming and bending the body and sitting and offering few flowers to him, can bring so much powers to me? Come on. I'm too simple. Put a bay leaf and a few drop of water on my head and ask Bholenath and I give. That's all. So it's all that simple basic integrity is all needed to break the non-integrity pattern and start the power manifestation. Yes.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you very much.
Nithyanandam, everyone. My name is Jaina Tang. I'm from Singapore. So first of all, I want to thank you, Swamiji, for accepting me into Nithyananda Yogam. It's been amazing in Swamiji's courtyard, so amazing personal space, and also with all the Balasants. So yesterday we were working with Priyatma. So we also asked many different questions just to see what's the outcome. At first we were kind of like, not sure is this going to work? Like we kind of like question it a little bit, our mind go there. Oh, but we just continue to just relax. It's a very casual kind of space. He's very relaxed, and we're like, is he really doing his things? So when we asked the questions, he started to look into his crystal select. Yeah. Then the first few numbering questions didn't turn up like exactly as in the answer, but we continue to keep patient, and we remember what Swamiji said to keep entangled with the Balasants, and we continue to do that. So we have a lot of fun and play, conversation, small talk, and all that. Became like a friendship thing is going on. So when we had that with him, we also felt Swamiji in his space and coming through us. And this is what I want to share. So then the question, yes, yeah. So I thought this is very important. Yeah, because if you see him not coming through the answer, you're like, oh, maybe not. Then you start to doubt. That will drop the level of entanglement. So then one question we asked him, out of the different questions, he got actually 6 algebra, am I right? 6 algebra correct. So he started with a timing of 1 minute 30 seconds, dropped down, shortened to 1 minute 15 seconds, then it keep going until the shortest time is 25 seconds. I thought that is a big achievement already for him. Yeah. Yeah. So there was one question. There was one question we asked, how deep is the ocean beds from the ocean to the bed of the sea? So he went to look into crystal select. It was taking about
36 seconds.
36 seconds, that's right. And he came out with the answer, but the different metrics that we had, it was in kilometers. Ours was in feet. So we said, oh, okay, kilometers, we need to convert. So we converted, it was correct, exactly right. 8,824 kilometers, which is 290-something thousand feet. It was exactly right. That was big for us. Awesome. And one more. Oh, 29, that was 26,000 feet, sorry. The other one was we're asking him, what's the sunlight speed to Earth? How much and how fast is the speed? So he was taking some time, and he really came up with a number. It's 300,000 kilometers per hour. Per second. Our answer is 299,975. I think it's really close. It's a round up. I think that was big also. Yeah. So anything else I missed out? Oh, temperature. We asked about Vancouver. What's the temperature now in Vancouver? So he came out with 26 degrees Celsius. I'm like, okay. But it wasn't. It was a -2 degrees Celsius. Then we say, wait, hang on. Because the metric he gave us is always the other one. So we have to convert again. And it was exactly right. It was 26 degrees Fahrenheit, as you all can check, which is -2 degrees Celsius. And then, of course, my teammate, she didn't want to come out because she's camera shy or what. We actually asked about her birth date, and it was within how long? Almost a few seconds. About maybe 3 seconds, he got it right, the birthday exactly right. And that was big also. So I want to ask Swamiji, can I take him home with me and pack him in my luggage seriously before you initiate us? That's all on us, thank you. We're going to have more fun as we go along. I'm looking so forward to really, have this wonderful friendship with all the Balasants here. Thank you, Swamiji. Anything else? No, thank you.
Hi, Nithyanandam. I'm Ma Nitya Swarupa Priyananda, and I was actually in the first batch, the Guru Purnima batch of Nithyananda Yogam, but thanks to Swamiji's blessings, I get to stay here. And yesterday, I sat with Ma Nitya Shiva Yogananda and experienced something amazing. Actually, I've never been very good with math, so I don't know trigonometry or algebra. The questions I was giving her were 9-digit numbers multiplied by other 9-digit numbers divided by 4-digit numbers. She was taking one look at the question and saying, "This is too easy, can't you give me something challenging?" And within a few seconds, she came to the correct answer, faster than I could Google the correct answer. So what I found so amazing is that basically all of us who are around Swamiji, we know that if we write something down on a piece of paper and give it to a blindfolded Balasant, they can easily read it through the third eye. So I was thinking to really prove that this is a new Shakti expressing. Instead of having the answer already on the cell phone or the computer screen, first ask the question and then verify the answer. And every single time Ma Shiva Yoga got it correctly. There was only one question where our partners and I thought that she had given a different answer. And that's when we asked her the size of the red spot on Jupiter. She gave 2 specific digits. And what we Googled was something completely different. Then afterwards, I decided to Google it again, look through a few different websites, and as has happened with other Balasants, she gave the exact size in kilometers while we Googled it in miles. So I think it was within 3 seconds she gave the core temperature of the sun, the surface temperature of the star Arcturus, the exact size of the red spot on Jupiter, and then afterwards she said, "I didn't know there was a red spot on Jupiter." So absolutely, this isn't something that they even could memorize and regurgitate.
If you know there is a black spot on the nose of the Jupiter, that is enough. You don't need to know. Then you will know all the spots all over the world.
Maybe next time I'll ask how many hairs on the beard of Guru Deva. So it was really an amazing experience, and I feel like this is the Shakti that there's not a single scientist alive, not a single skeptic alive who could deny the results that we all experienced yesterday with the Balasants, because even if they wanted to, they wouldn't have been able to read over our shoulder. We ourselves were only checking on the calculators and on the Google searches after they gave the accurate answer. And one of my favorite things that happened, somebody asked a Balasant, "How old is planet Earth?" And the Balasant gave the answer. When they Googled it, it matches the current scientific understanding. And a few people were saying, okay, so that verifies for sure she's accurate, but I think the rest of us know that verifies that scientists finally came up with an accurate answer. So thank you so much, Swamiji, for letting us be here to experience all this.
All right. I think it is time. Every day satsang, I have to do this only. I have to bring new team with the new powers manifesting and present it to you guys. This is going to be the satsangs. Further, anyhow, I'll explain on length dimension in the further satsangs and how the initiation happens. Actually, I was surprised that people are all excited about the length dimension initiation because the whole world functions on information. That is why all of you guys are excited. I was actually getting excited only about the depth dimension initiation because only in depth the Balasants will start manifesting the means materialization, teleportation and all. I was only getting excited about that. I was so happy that this initiation is successful. So I can move the Balasants to the next dimension, breath, and then move them into depth. Because by Shivaratri I am pretty sure I am going to move them to the depth. And Shivaratri I am expecting at least 100 Balasants will be sitting and materializing Vibhuti and giving it to public and devotees and blessing them. So I was looking at that and getting excited that okay, timeline is okay. I have enough time now because Shivaratri is February 24th. I have 1.5 months, almost 1.5 months to move them from length to the breadth to the depth, because I wanted to take the whole team with me. I don't want to leave even one kid behind. I wanted, you see, I am looking at 7 days is the maximum time even the last kid will pick up and master the length dimension. Then I may have to spend some at least 4 or 5 days on breath dimension. Once you pick up length, the breath will not be difficult. It is very easy. It will be only 4 or 5 days. Then the depth dimension. In the depth, I have to make them manifest all the cognitions. Like this whole universe is the same material out of which they are also made. All these cognitions need to become reality. Then they will be able to take anything out of anything and materialize or teleport and share. So I was looking at only depth dimension and getting excited. Only now I understand whole world is functioning on information. That is why all you guys are so excited about this length dimension. Length dimension, you guys are excited because your whole life you wasted on length dimension. Your whole life you are studying, and so much of suffering associated with that stupid studying. No, really. See, unnecessary, worthless suffering. See, what I am saying, see, if you get some pleasure and then pain, at least we can, okay, worth. Okay, half an hour fight and half an hour joy. Okay, go ahead. It's okay, tolerable. But this whole stupid education is illogical suffering. You don't need to go through so much suffering to acquire that informations which are put in your head, which is no way useful for you in your practical life, and you don't remember after 2-3 years. Understand? So that is why I felt that whole education system is a torturing, and it's actually by the way of torturing, it's like you are reduced, which is not right. I am telling you, torture is okay if it is tapas to tune to the highest possibility. Then any torture is okay, nothing wrong. It's only tapas. But torture is not okay to reduce you consciously. That is something seriously wrong. I'll continue explaining this length dimension in the further satsangs. I'm so happy. Balasants are picking up, and it's like the success of your favorite people. So, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Suddhadvaita Shaivam Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.